Hey, hi, welcome guys. Welcome back to our channel, which is Pybron. Today I'm going to start a new playlist of the REST Azure. So basically REST Azure is what? REST Azure is basically used to kind of automate the backend services. Backend services, again, people are trying to automate the front end part. People are trying to automate all those scenario, whatever they can, whatever possible they can automate, right? But before that, don't you think so? If backend will not respond, that is unnecessary to automate all those things. So in order to overcome those things, before going to start the front end automation, I would like to, I'd like to guide you how to automate the backend part. And sometimes, sometimes we are very reliable to, on the data, right? So that time we have to take a data, we have to fetch the data from the database, and then we have to keep the data ready for automate the front end part. Like this, you can say, if I want to do the sign up process and I want to check after the sign up my data has been created in our database or not, so that everything from end to end we can do with the help of the REST Azure. Also we need a front end automation, which we are going to see in the later, like Selenium and APM, everything. But in this video my focus will be what is API, and in the coming video I will show you what are the different kind of API automations are there, what are the different framework are available, right? And I'll show you one of the popular framework like a REST Azure. With the help of the REST Azure, how you can automate the REST API or SOAP API both. And also I will show you at the end of this lecture how to integrate those API through your framework, so that your complete automation will get done. So without getting delay, I would like to share my screen. Just give me a moment, guys. Okay, hope my screen is visible for you. So you can see my whiteboard, right? So in this whiteboard I am able to show you. Just a minute. So if you can see my whiteboard, I just mention here API. API stands for what? API stands for Application Programmable Interface. What do you mean by this? As its name is suggesting something, right? It's an application programmable interface, in the sense of there is a two or more application. You can I'll give you the example, don't worry at all. There is a two application, and if I want to communicate between these two application, we need some courier partner, or you can say postman, or you can say anything, any third party which will establish the communication between these two applications, right? So let's suppose you want to I'll give you the example. Let's suppose you want to send a letter to your friend. So how we right now we have an option like a email, Facebook chat, WhatsApp, we can send directly. But at the earliest stage, how it is going to be happen? This is you, this is your friend, this is you, this is your friend. And how you used to send the a letter or telegram to your friend? There is a third party which is known as nothing but postman, right? So you are sending your message, or you are sending your letter to your postman, and postman is trying to communicate his post office, means near post office, and this post office postman will send to his location. Similarly, similar kind of thing, similar kind of scenario we are going to see here. API is nothing but it's a kind of postman only. He means that postman will help you to make a relationship, to establish the relationship between your application and third party application. I'll give you the one example here. Let's suppose you want to book a flight ticket. You want to book one flight ticket. How you are going to book the flight ticket? There is a multiple option, right? You are going to Paytm, you are selecting any Paytm option, Paytm or phone pay, or you can say Make My Trip. Okay, generally people are using this kind of platform only. There is just so many platform, guys. I'm not discussing about the platform. Our agenda to understand the thing, not understand about the application. Our agenda to learn some skill, not to about the product, because product is something you can easily learn whenever you will join any company. Each company having their own product, each company having their own skills. But if you know the skills, if you know the concept, then it will be easy for you to implement the things on their product. Okay, so don't learn about the product wise. You will learn, no worries at all. Once you join in any company, you can easily learn the product, but the skill or knowledge and concept, no one going to teach you, right? So this is my experience. Based on the experience, I am saying to you, try to learn the concept, not the product. Product wise, whatever things you knows, you will get to know easily, right? Okay, so just a minute. So here, what is that? Just try to understand. This is the user. This is you. Whenever you are trying to book any any kind of flight ticket, what you are selecting? You are selecting phone pay, make my trip, or Paytm, right? And what you are doing, if you suppose you select the flight booking domain, and what is going to be happen once you are selecting the flight booking domain, what is going to be happen? The phone pay, Paytm, make my trip, everyone is used to open one form, right? In case of mobile application, they are asking one by one question, like what is your name, or first thing, what is that source? They are going to ask, let me make a different color. So they are going to ask source and destination, right? Destination. Once you are passing the source and destination, what they are going to show you, they are going to ask you date, right? They are also asking the date also, on which date you need that flight, right? So you are sending the date also. Okay, based on the source and destination and date, make my trip, phone pay, Paytm is trying to show you all possible flight 1, flight 2, flight 3, all those possible flight it is going to show you. Make my trip don't having any flight service, for sure. I am very sure make my trip don't having any kind of flight service as of now, right? But how the make my trip is getting to know that this flight having this many vacancy, this flight is available at that date, this flight is available at this time, right? How the make my trip is getting to know? So basically, make my trip has a business contract with the all flight services like Indigo, SpiceJet, Air India. Make my trip having their own business relationship with this flight services and many more. I'm not saying about this Indigo, SpiceJet, Air India. There are so many flight services are available. Okay, so I'm not talking again. I'm not talking about any product. I'm not talking about any organization. What the SpiceJet is doing, what the make my trip is doing to call their API. I'm not interested to know about that. My area of interest to know the skills. You should know what is the API, how the API is getting called, right? So what is going to be happen, as I told you, make my trip having their own business relationship with these services. So what is going to be happen, once you are passing this source and destination date, make my trip taking this information with you, and it is passing that request to all the possible airline services like Indigo, SpiceJet, Air India. After passing this request to this this airline services are checking, okay, with this source, this destination, this date, what are the flight are available and what are the flight services are going to provide, right? So once they are sending this request, Indigo, SpiceJet are going to provide a response back to the make my trip or phone pay or Paytm. I'm not talking about any kind of application, guys. It's a simple protocol that every application is going to follow. Means once they are passing the request, after getting the request, means all the appropriate or respective, you can say respective airline services are going to provide the response, right? Hope you understood this. So once response in the sense of response, what the response it is? Response in the form of in the sense of, you can say, what are the airline services available with them. So they are going to pass like, okay, Indigo will pass, okay, my flight services are available at 10 a.m., 10 p.m., 12 p.m., 12 noon, everything from here to there. Or also it will provide, okay, if any connected flights are available, that is also going to provide. I'll show you in the make my trip. Okay, don't worry at all, right? Okay, so it's up to this understood, right? This is make my trip is application 1 and Indigo application 2, SpiceJet application 3, and Air India application 4. So each of the application are independent. There are no code relation. There are no relationship between these two. Make my trip, phone pay, Paytm, Indigo, each are different, right? So okay, up to this you got it, right? So far you understood. Now the thing is that once you pass the request, it is giving the response. Then okay, why this user need this make my trip. This user can directly jump to the Indigo, that this user can directly jump to the SpiceJet, this user can directly go to the Air India. Why the make my trip? Again, make my trip is taking their own commission with this companies, right? So why I should take this mediator to book the flight ticket? So guys, we need that. Why? Because I don't know what are the flights are available, and we cannot ask these things with the this Indigo or these things, because I don't know if Indigo flight is available between these days. So make my trip is making their business contract with this airline services. If I'll request you something, then your responsibility is that you have to provide the information, right? So hope you understood. So you need make my trip, we need phone pay, we need Paytm. Okay, so this is the mediator which is going to make a relationship, going to get the response with this kind of application, and it is going to give you a response in the form of, in the sense of what are the flight services are available, right? Hope you understood, you got the clear picture about the API, what the API is there. If someone will ask in the post, in the interview sense, what is API is nothing but it's a postman. Okay, so postman, what the postman is doing, postman taking the letter from one place to another and reaching to the another place. Similarly API is also doing the same thing. It is taking the request from you and it is passing the response to the rest, it is sending to the another place, and it is getting the response from another place and passing to you. That's all, nothing else. Now coming to the different type of APIs, there is a two type of APIs are there. One is REST API, another is SOAP API. REST is nothing but representational state transfer. SOAP is nothing but simple object access protocol, right? So okay, I'll let you know how the implementation part is there. In my one of the video, I showed you also how to create a REST API also. If you not watch that, if anyone is again, as a testing point of view, you should not know how to create the API, you should know how to test the API. That's all. You should know how to test the API and what are the different kind of test methodology. But if anyone interested to know how to create a REST kind of API, so I created some separate videos over that. Just go and watch that, how to create a REST API. Okay, so now here my area of interest to know how to you can say how to understand the REST and SOAP API. So basically SOAP API is the older API, guys. In the before 5 years or 6 years, I guess people are used to use this SOAP API. So it's a kind of, here we are passing the request in the form of XML, but in case of REST, nowadays each and every company are going to use the REST API, except the bank or railway services. Railway services are still using this SOAP API. Why it is using the SOAP API? That I will let you know. Why the people are going to use this SOAP API, right? Okay, so now REST API, you understood what is the REST API. Okay, so let me give you the difference between this SOAP and REST API. So SOAP API, a REST API. Okay, REST API is used the multiple standard like HTTPS, JSON, URL, XML, and also you can pass the request in the form of the text also. Okay, but in case of SOAP, you have to pass the request in the form of the HTTP and XML only, guys. So REST will support all the format of your request. You are passing the request in the sense of, right? You are passing, before going to book the ticket, you are passing your source, destination, and date, right? So this is your request. So this request you can pass in the form of the text, JSON, XML, any kind, any way. But in SOAP, it will take in the form of the XML only. Again, as JSON, as REST is supporting the JSON, so JSON is, guys, a lightweighted. Okay, so it will not take that much of bandwidth. So if it will not take that much of bandwidth, then I can say REST is fast. REST is fast as compared to SOAP, right? This is the another difference. Next thing, REST has SSL and HTTP secure. Again, what is the security part that I'm not going to make an interest to know you this kind of thing. You can say SOAP is more secure. Why? Because it having their own SSL certifications, right? So that's what SOAP is bit secure, and that's what SOAP API is going to use in the banking application or railway application till now. And now people are working on the REST security also. Okay, so in the coming 1 or 2 years, you can say REST is also more secure in compared to the SOAP. Okay, so hope you understood about the difference between these two things, REST and SOAP API. this is all about this video, guys. In the next video, I will show you what are the different kind of APIs that are available, and I'll show you how to automate those API. Till now, stay tuning, stay watching, keep on learning. If you have any doubt with this video, just put your comment in the comment section so that I can help you in a better way. And before that, before leaving this video, I am requesting you, please do subscribe our channel so that never miss the update. Thank you. Thank you, guys.